So guys, welcome to Photoshop. Today I'll be showing you how to design an EA logo. We'll be learning how to convert a shape actually to make this alphabet of EA. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into Photoshop. Alright guys, so this is what I have. I'm going to come to File and click on New. So I'm going to have this dialog box right here. So the width that I'm using right here is a width of 920 with a height of 1080 and a resolution of 300. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I've set mine already. So right here I'm going to add an adjustment layer of gradient. Alright, I'm going to select this. I'm going to click on reverse, and also I'm going to turn this into radial. I'm going to increase the scale and then click OK. So after setting my page, I'll select my rectangle tool and I'll add a width of 60 pixels, height of 60 pixels. Click on enter. So I'm going to click on my screen to have this dialog box pop up. I'll click OK. I'll click on my move tool and I'll drag this to the center right here, and I'll also drag this down here and drag another one down at the bottom my layer. So after doing this, I'll click on my marquee tool and make sure that my width is 100 pixels and my height is 700 pixels. Now I'm going to click on the screen here. So when I click on the screen, I'm going to have this rectangle shape right here. But this is not what I needed. I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to click on this reverse icon right here. So I'll click here. I'll click on the screen. So I'll have this. After having this, I'll make sure that the thing is at the edge of this that is touching the line of this my guide. So I'm going to hold down Control and drag this guide below this my marquee tool. I'm going to drag this my marquee tool below this my guide. Alright. So after doing that, I'm going to come here and change this to E. I will name it to E. And I'm going to rasterize this layer. Alright, and I'm going to come to Edit and click on Clear to cut off this shape. So after doing that, I'm going to bring down this marquee tool right here. I'm going to hold down Control and bring this down here at the bottom. So after setting that, the next thing that I'm going to be doing is to drag this one below this one again, this below this one, and I'm going to also I'm going ahead and deselect that. The next thing I'll be doing is I will reverse this again. This time I will reverse it and click here, and I'm going to put this somewhere like here. Let me touch this side. That is the edge of this my rectangle tool. Then I'm going to drag my guide and put it somewhere like this side. Alright, I will also put this guide here and also drag another guide. Alright, putting another guide right here. So the next thing I will take this guide back and I'll come right here and click on Clear. That is to cut off this particular shape right here. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and deselect that. I think I didn't finish cutting this. I think I should bring it back again. Let me come to Clear, Edit, Clear. Alright, so I've actually cleared that. I'm going to go ahead and deselect this and reverse this again and click. So after clicking on that, I'll put my shape here. I'll put this right here. I'll put this right here and I'll come to my Edit and click on Clear, indirectly cutting off this shape right here. So I'm going to go ahead and deselect that and drop my tool here. I'll hold down Shift and drag this so that the shape will be on a straight line right here. So I'm going to let go of my shape. So this is exactly what I needed of this shape. This is what I needed. But I'm still going to come back and get my marquee tool and click here. So after doing that, I'm going to place my marquee tool right here on this edge, and I'm going to hold on control and put this below this marquee too. So, and then I'm going to drag this downward right here. I'm going to come and select clear. So I've indirectly cleared this part. So I've directly cleared this part rather. So I'll go ahead and click on my I'll go ahead and select that. But I still have some shape here. This dark straight line that I didn't clear. I'll bring in my marquee tool and just put it right here and click on clear. So finally the shape finally disappears. So I'm going to remove this guide, clear guide. So I don't have any guide. I'll select this. I'll drop my my tool here. I think I should drag this down a little bit. So this is the shape that I'm to design. This is the E. I've finished designing it. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be designing for the A. I've finished doing this one, but before then, let me drag another guide down here, and also drag another guide down here again. So this time around, I'm going to click. I'm going to come here and select my custom shape tool, and I'm going to come here and just choose a look. I'm going to look for a rectangle, a triangle rather. I'm going to click on this. Alright, so before I draw anything, I'm going to put a 60 pixels width and pixels 80 pixels rather, and 80 pixels height. So I'll click enter, and I'll click anywhere on the screen and just click OK. So this is what I'm going to get. I'm going to drop my tool right here, and I'm going to drag this down to this point, and I'm going to apply 3 transform. Alright, and then I'm going to hold down shift and alt and drag this. Okay, and this time I'll just hold shift. I will push this upward, hold down shift, and just make it I'll make it blend together with this guide right here, and I'm going to click on my check mark, hold down shift and drag it to the right hand side. Alright, so this is the other shape that I have. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to duplicate. I'll call this one E. I'll call this one A rather, and I'm going to duplicate this shape. Click on OK. Let me drag this one. Then I want this one to be at the top. So after doing that, I'm going to bring on my marquee tool. I'm going to click here. But this is not what I want. I'll select that and reverse, and just bring this one right here. So what I want to do is I want to make sure from here to here, maybe to find out that if it's 100 pixels. So I'm going to take my marquee, my guide here, and put it right here. I'll drag my marquee tool and put it at the ending of this shape. I'm going to drag another guide and put it at like so, just like this. So after doing that, I'm going ahead and deselect that, and I'm going to click on that. This is selected already, so I'm going to click on my move tool and hold on shift and just drag it down below. I'm going to make sure that this shape, this intersect with this also intersects with this. So since both of them are intersect together, I'm going to hold down control here. Alright, so we're going to make sure that these two lines intersect. That is this shape below here intersects with this line, same way it intersects with this one. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'll click on control and align these two shapes right here. So after doing that, I'll come to layers. I'll come to combine shapes, and I'm going to click on subtract from overlapping shape. That's the shape subtract from the middle right here. So I'm going to click on subtract. So you see what we have here. The shape finally subtract from the middle. So I'm going to get my marquee to click on the screen, but this is not what I want. I'll just deselect that, convert this, click on my marquee to, and just bring this downward here. And make sure that the thing is touching this line. After doing that, I'll come to edit and click on clear. Oh, let me Ctrl Z that. I think I should rasterize this first. should rasterize it. The reason why the this disappeared because the layer was not rasterized, so it couldn't delete. I'll come here and click on clear. Alright, so after clearing that, I'll bring this down, come to edit and clear. The same thing I'm going to do to this one. Edit, clear. So after clearing these shapes, I'm going to go ahead and deselect that. So this is the alphabet that I needed exactly. So I'll drop my marquee to right here, and I'll I'll drag this a little bit here. If I drag it like this, you see we already have the effect that we needed for these two shapes. All right. So I'm going to grab my control. Just drag this guideline below. All right, and I'm going to drag this one as well below. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to come right here, click on my marquee too. But before I do anything, I'm going to change this from fixed size to normal, so that I can draw a normal marquee apart from the shape that I've said before. So I will just I'll put my cursor right here. I'll just drag. This is not overlapping, so I think I should drag it slightly like this. Let me redraw this. I'm gonna drag this to this point. Alright, so I'll click on my paint bucket too and make sure that this shape here is black. So I'm gonna click here to add another shape to this place. So I'm going to drop these two right here. Okay, so I'm going to deselect that to have this shape. Now next I'm going to do, I'm going to click on my marquee tool once more, and I'm going to bring this down to fixed size. So I'll have my 7 to 100 pixels. I'm going to click here. But this is not what I want. I'm going to reverse this. I'll click OK. So after reversing this, I'll click below here and click on transform selection. Click on transform selection, drag it like this. So I'm going to take it slightly like this. I think I should reduce this a bit. Okay, so I want it to intersect with this line right here. So after doing that, I'm going to click on my check mark. And although you can just click on delete on your keyboard to delete this instead of going to edit and click on clear. So just deselect that. So I have this cut. So I have cut this shape to this point. So I'm going to click on my move tool and select my E. That is my alphabet E. After doing that, I'll come to edit and click on free transform. And after doing click on free transform, I'll go back to edit and come to perspective. I'm going to add a perspective to this shape, something like this. I think I should drag this out, so I don't want it to. I'm going to add a little bit of perfection to this, more drag it out again. I'll drag it out. Add perspective to it again. Alright, so let me bring down my guide. Let me see if they are both equal. Alright, I think that they are equal. Let me drag that even side. Let me drag this outside. You can shift on the side. Let me add a little perspective to this thing. Okay, this is exactly what I needed. I'm going to click on my check mark here. I'm going to hold down Control and then drag this down. Alright, this one, I think I'll just bring it down somewhere like here. So I'll get my marquee to click on the screen and transform selection. I think I should put it here. Let me rotate this a little bit. So after doing something like this, I think I should click on I'm going to leave it. So that's one. So that's one. So this book, but just so that you can actually but the thing is that different image of Alright.